Hey there, Brave Beauties. So here I am with absolutely no makeup on. I cleansed my face this morning. I did moisturizer serums and a little mist of a vitamin C spray that I've been using, but other than that, nothing on the skin. And I am just going to do my foundation, and then before that, I'm going to prime my face. A lot of people don't know about primers, and what they do is kind of like a shellac, for better wordage, but it pretty much, it kind of fills in any little pores, any lines, any wrinkles that are on the skin. As well, it kind of creates a bit of a substance for your foundation and your powder to stick to. So staying power, if that is an issue for you during the day and you go all day long and you don't have time to retouch your makeup throughout the day, then primer is definitely a quick fix for you. And there are a few different options on the market that I like at the moment. One of them, which I've almost used all of it, as you can see, is this Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. And for the summer especially, I have absolutely loved this, and my clients adore it. And it kind of has like a bit of a cooling, but just spritz it all over as your primer, and then foundation is normal. Works great. My skin personally is a little bit drier, and so I've started using this Laura Mercier, and this is a foundation primer, but it's actually the hydrating primer, and they're kind of known for their primers as well. So get the hair out of the face, and so first thing, I'm going to get a little dab of this, probably like a pea-size amount. So just that much, that's all it takes. A little bit between my fingers, and I'm going to smooth this all over the skin. I'm going to get around the eyes, around the nose. I get like a lot of peelies and dry skin around my nose. I don't know about you. And then especially around the T-zone area where there tends to be oil. Primer's really great for that too, and kind of help with any oil issues. And then anything that's left, I'm just going to kind of put down the neck. Okay. Then next we have our foundation, and something that I love to do is to use a brush for my foundation. All the rage right now is airbrush makeup. I personally don't do airbrush with Brave Beauty and doing women's makeup for different events and such, but I do a technique that mimics the finish of airbrush makeup. So instead of having the airbrush machine and having to clean it and all that jazz, I have a brush, and it takes me just a little bit to scrub it out and disinfect it, and I love it, and I can go. So other options as well, a lot of people like to use these flatter foundation brushes. You can use a sponge, that always works as well, and just kind of pat your foundation into the skin. And I like to use my brush though. So today I have Born This Way by Too Faced. It's my favorite at the moment. This one is in Warm Nude. And so I'm just going to put one little pump of this on. And then something I like too is that I can mix in a serum with my foundation this way. I can mix in a bronzer. This is Benefit Do the Hula. And I have a little bit more of a tan than normal right now, so I'm going to add a touch of that. And even for clients, if you ever do your makeup, ladies always see me do that, and they're like, what are you doing? But I'll actually mix the foundation for their skin on the actual brush, and then I'll just buff it into the skin, and it mixes itself while we're applying. So it's kind of a fun tool. So to apply, I'm going to start on the cheek, and I'm just going to push straight down. And this is a trick I've learned. A lot of you ladies, if you're like me, you have all the little peach fuzzies on your face, and this pushes it all down. And especially when you apply powder and stuff, the powder can stick to any hair that's on your face, even like the little translucent ones, and it makes them more visible. So this is a trick that I've found that works really well to kind of hide all those and make them laid flat. Okay, so I've applied it all over my skin. Now I'm gonna buff it, and this is where the technique comes in to make your skin look really airbrushed. So I'm gonna buff it in circles in one direction, and then we're gonna go in the other direction. And this fills in all the pores, and it just gives you like this flawless, dewy look. And this foundation, especially the Born This Way, I love because it does have like this really natural, dewy finish, but it is a little bit more full coverage. So, and if you need more than a pump, go for it. Like I have a little bit of a breakout that I'm getting over at the moment, so I'm putting another squirt on the top, maybe like half a squirt, not even the whole thing. And I'm just gonna apply it. And then something else you can do with your brush, you can kind of stipple into your skin. So just like a sponge you would, you can kind of pat if you want a little bit more coverage. And then I'm gonna buff it out. And there we go. Any leftover, I like to bring down the neck to kind of blend it all in. The problem I seem to have a lot is that my neck doesn't tan, and my face as well. I use like a different sunblock on my face than the rest of my body, so it's a little bit stronger. And so my chest ends up usually being a little bit tanner than the rest, and then as well I exfoliate and use the vitamin C spray and all that, so that it's exfoliating and making my skin a little bit paler. So there we go, Foundation 101.